Alrighty, I'm a little bit early today. Let's see if we are getting audio here. Okay, we're good. Drop my phone. Let's see here. I don't care about the software update. Alrighty, I'm just gonna kind of wait until 8-ish before I start recapping the stuff. Let's see here. There we go. Oops, let's see here. Okay, check that. So I got another mini account today. It was just another one from a member in my family. I'm just going to be trading with that too. I might just transfer it to someone else. Let's see here. You. The money here. Okay. look at the option chain on Disney and see what our Condor was worth. Looks like the mid on that was 35. Let's see what we sold it for. I think yesterday we sold it for, what, 37 in the morning? So the price move kind of, the theta offset the implied volatility here. Let me mute this. I've got feedback here. Okay. Why was GoPro up over? Oh, that's green power. What is this? I want to edit these lists. How do you edit a list here? There we go. When you have certain Robinhood stocks on your watch list, it'll go to a certain price. It'll show you certain news headlines on that stuff, and I don't want to see those. Don't like getting stuff about green power, all this stuff. The really cool thing about spread selling is that you can make whatever percentage you put as a goal on any stock if you know which way they're going. You don't need to find some magic stock and then buy calls on it. You can, if you know what SPY's movements are, then you can make 10% a week off of SPY easily. Easily you could make 10% a week. You can make 10% a week off of any stock you wanted, and I think people underappreciate how powerful this strategy is, just selling spreads. Let's see if we're up on the SPY Condor. What is the, if I look here on the app, it'll show me. Unrealized gain. 20 bucks, okay. Nine more minutes here. I'm gonna run to the bathroom one more time, and then we'll kind of get the stream underway at about 8. Okay, I'm back here. Yeah, I'll wait a little bit longer here. I'll wait about 6 minutes and then we'll get started talking about what happened here. I like this move on Disney here. Let's see here. That's up. I'm actually down on one side of the Disney spread, so the combination of all the theta and implied volatility made the spread the same price. Alrighty, I think we'll call it close enough. Let's move this over here. Alrighty, this is the nickel-plated Condor. You guys can call me Jesse. It is Friday, November 13th, 2020. Hope you guys are all having a great day so far. We're going to take a look at SPY today, Cisco, Disney, and possibly Kohl's. Look at the 1 hour MACD and see what's going on here. There was our line cross there, so might be our time to get in on Kohl's. We'll see. So, Disney, we have a bit of lines here. Let's just delete all these and kind of redraw what I was doing here. So let's see, I have down here on this page the option legs that I used on Disney. We sold the 143 call. 143 is right there. We sold the 127, which is way down there. And then we bought the 145 call. We're going to edit this properties and make them green. That was our little bearish play we had on it. It was kind of neutral. We actually had further down here, if I go to like this, should be able to zoom in and show what we were doing on the put side. On the put side, we sold the 127 put and bought the 125 put. So that side will be fine. We're very far away from that. Edit properties of that. We're going to go to green for this one. Oh, sorry. Edit properties. This one's red. The other one's green. I gotta wipe my glasses here. Why is this phone not on dark mode? So those were our option legs of the Iron Condor. Let's see, I'm gonna change this to dark mode. Alrighty. So we had these option legs here. I'll have to watch Disney, see if they want to break through this high here. If they do, we'll close out of the call side, but we should be able to close out of the put side, or maybe just leave it to expire worthless. SPY, I mean, I just put in that as a key level for a long, possibly. We did have a high crossing MACD there. We just have the long-term Iron Condor on SPY where they have to stay between 325, 370, 330, 370. So 350 would be the bottom for that. Yeah, so Cisco and Disney both had good earnings, and they were the two that I played Condors on. So here's Cisco. They were at 38.40 or so at close, actually more like 38.60. They had their earnings come out, shot up to 42.38, and have now consolidated down by the 41.50 level, possibly a little bit lower than that. Almost challenging new lows there. So we'll have to check, put in the 41.15 level. I'll just put 16 as a possible short. And they've kind of also been in this channel. 85-ish is where they've been between there. So they've kind of been consolidating in this tiny little channel here now. So we'll see if they stay in that channel. We get a breakout to either side. A breakout to the top side would obviously mean a green movement. Break to the downside would mean red. And then, yeah, so our high was 42.38, so 12 cents short of our strike. We went out to 42.50 on stream yesterday. I almost contemplated going with 42 even. Kinda glad I didn't do that. So we're doing good there. I have this tiny account here that's got just like a SPY credit spread that needs them to stay above 354 for today. That's a little too close to the money for my liking. And then Coles here. I like Coles to the upside. They had a big cool off here on the 1 hour. We can see that they kind of shot up here and then it kind of died down. I'm wondering if they would be a good buy to maybe snatch up $1 or so up this way. I think that I'm going to need to... Let's see. Okay. What I'm going to do is... I'm wondering if I should get a job here and just work afternoons. Because I'm really only streaming here at the beginning of the day. Get a little bit of extra money, not sure. I could put a bit more into this account without having to be like, oh no, gotta rely off subs and stuff. Oh, because that's going to be a while. Maybe if I could go work some other job and add to this account a little bit faster. This YouTube thing's like, oh, your live stream, it's too low of a stream rate. No, it's fine. There we go. So yeah, Disney here. MACD is even indicating what could be a small turnaround here. The RSI is close to 55, so we could see a trend down to the 139 level, possibly. Let's go into maybe 5 minutes. 5 minutes show little trend up, but overall we might be getting a much larger trend down. See, here's one on the 1 minute, pointing to a down. So using all the time frames of the indicators is very important. Let's see here. Alrighty. Looking at some stuff down here on the other screen. Let's look at DraftKings. What's DraftKings done? DKNG. DraftKings just had their earnings. They shot up to 45. They were at about 41. We opened about 20 minutes. What about Palantir? They dipped. And now they're kind of back fine. I think we're fine on that. Lee Auto kind of ran up nicely. They're up about $5 from close, but they are in a downtrend right now. So while those calls may make a little bit of money, might not make as much as they would have if you were able to sell at that top there, but the market was closed. So here on the 5-minute of Kohl's, I kind of want them above this 180 MA here. They've broken above the 1 hour 9 SMA here. Kind of trying to find support on it. But I want to watch for a bullish uptrend here. MACD's crossed over, which is nice. I think I'll keep it on Kohl's for now because there's really not any other stocks I'm going to look at today other than SPY. I have some options expiring today. Disney, some options expiring today. Cisco, some options expiring today. So I'll probably look into closing those like right at close to avoid any assignment risk here. Okay. A little bit of Costco stuff here going on. This Costco play is probably going to be positive here right in an open. And then on Ally, we have the delayed option quotes, but we can look at this guy right here. Yeah, we can find basically what it's worth here 15 minutes early, which is actually just 15 minutes earlier than this. Disney shows, yeah, options expire soon. They're all out of the money, which is good. Got about 20 minutes here. I don't think I'll stream as long today because there's really nothing to do but close out the Condors. And then I'll be back to looking for stuff on Monday. So we'll see. I might just have to get up early Monday and do some research on some new stuff because I'm not holding much through the weekend except for some SPY Condors that are like more than 3 weeks out. I could look into opening a new SPY Condor that's like really, really far out of the money, really far into the future. Those option alpha, option sweet spot. There was one video that Option Alpha made about it. They're like, let's not look at this right now. I think what we'll do is go out about 6 weeks, 5-6 weeks. Let's see here. If we went to trading, went to options. Well, we'll look at open. But I might be able to get, if I went here into the trade tab here, checked SPY, and then I went to maybe some monthly options here. So here's November. Here's the 18th of December. This is 35 days out. What was the day that they wanted to do? Let me find that real quick because I knew there was a. I'll look for that real quick here. Entering and exiting iron condors. Here we go. This might be it. No, I meant to like the video. No, this is not the video I was thinking about. Is it this one? This guy here. Where was it? That's not what I wanted here. Yeah, gamma risk with weeklies. Weekly for earnings. Yeah, that's what I do. We go by delta instead there. Yeah, you're doing more, but it looks like you're getting more annual return on the 15 to 20 delta stuff that are 30 days. Alrighty. Yeah, I was thinking more monthly options here. So here's a monthly, it's 35 days out. I could probably close them with about 14. And let's see where the delta between about 20 delta, so we could sell the 330s and then buy the 325s. So that would be 390. We would be getting about a $60 credit on that side. We'd be getting over on this side, we'd be getting a lot more. Over here, delta, you can go from 20 at the 379s. We could just go to 380. So between 330 and 380. So they have to stay around 365, I think is the 360, I think is the middle. Yeah, that's a lot of money on those. On that side where the delta is on the calls, it's $82 and then $5 away from that, the 385s are $30 difference. So you're going to get more on the put side. But what we could do is move it a little bit. What I think I'm just going to do is do where we get 20 delta. I think we'll look at that right at open here. See if we can try that. But if we close it out with about 2 weeks left, I think we'll have quite a bit to buy back there. I say about 35 days to expiration. 18th of December. How many days until December 18th?
It's 35 days.
Okay, so it is 35 days. That's not trading days. So, So 35, that's 5 weeks. So if we sold them now and then bought them back at the end of November or so, that might be where we would get some volatility farmed there. What's another stock we think could stay still for a while? There might be one that goes up, trends up, and then starts to trend back down. There's one that I like in particular, and that's Netflix. With Netflix, they've kind of been staying in the same range. If I can pull them up here, NFLX. I actually had some spreads on them that I sold. But if we look here, you can see that Netflix has been staying under the 525 level for a while. But if you zoom out even further to the 1 day, you can see we've been constantly going back and forth between the 575 level and the 460 or so level. And we kind of been going back and forth between those two levels. So perhaps a Condor with those legs on each side. See what the delta of that trade would be if you went to the 575 calls and the 460 puts. Right about there. So let's try that. Let's go to Netflix, which is tab 3. Let's go about 35 days out here. Where would we get if we did the 460s? The delta on that is about 30. So that's a pretty good delta right there. But if we do that same amount on the other side, where are we going to get at the 575? The delta on this side is 11. So we're getting about 40 combined delta. We could almost go to the area where we're going to get a combined just 10% delta on each side, but we could bring it a little closer if we think that it's going to stay within that range. We could do 580, sell this one and buy this one, get a little bit of money there, perhaps here, but on the put side, we're going to get a lot if we go from 460. I mean, that's over $150 on this side. So you could open this contract for about $200, maybe a little closer on the call side. I think I actually would stay in those spots. So this Iron Condor, this is the Disney one, right? Yeah, we're done with this one. We'll check that later. But if we did a possible 465, sell Iron Condor, and we did 465 put, bought the 460 put. On this side, we're going to buy the 580 call and sell the 570 call, 575. The mid right there is about 196, so about 40% is what you would get there. Oops. Go back to charts here. So, how long has it been taking Netflix to get up to this level? Well, it looks like they've been in this cycle where about once a month, 3 times, let's see, maybe once every 2 months, or so. Once every 1.5 months, maybe. We had our touch here, we had our touch here, up here, down there, up here, down there, and then we're kind of rebounding now. So I feel like the put side is one I could definitely move up a bit on, but I don't want to risk anything like this, have them not come back down here. So I think I'll stay at the 460 level. Shoot, that's not what I put on this. I need to put the 460. Sell 460, buy 455. 174 is our mid. I think that would be a good amount of credit there to get, assuming that Netflix stays within this big channel that they've been in since, what is this? The beginning of August. So this is July actually, and they've just been back and forth between here. So it looks like we bounced off this low again. Whenever we get a breakout on this, though, it's gonna be a big one. That's probably gonna be a really good straddle, not a straddle, a strangle play. Or is it straddle, which is the one where you want to make money on it? We also would have the option of just selling something where we think Netflix will kind of finish in the middle and then close it out whenever we're in the middle. Just do it far enough out that we can close it when it's in between the two. I'd have to paper trade that a couple times to see if it would work. But Netflix earnings have been pretty solid. I mean, last couple of times we've gone up to that 575 level before earnings, and then we'll kind of die off. So there's always about a month-long earnings run into the earnings here for Netflix. So I'll have to watch a run like that into our next earnings possibly. We will have to see what happens. I don't know if it will be as big of a run into our next earnings, which is I don't even think it's till January. I don't know if we'll see a run as big because I think both of these times people thought, oh, with COVID, we might have a really, really big earnings play, and then we've kind of sold off each time. Kind of tried to buy back, sold off, buy back here, and then we kind of sold off a few days before earnings. So, and this one was a really big gap down from 523 down to 487, so that was a big gap down. So I feel like they disappointed on earnings the last couple of times. And it's real. Earnings is one of the riskiest things you can trade. So I always like to make sure I know what I'm doing here. I might have to pick up a share or two of Netflix for this ride up. Because I feel like we might see a run here in the next month or so. So this is... Yeah, I'm getting all these Cisco notifications. We have a lot of Condors we did on earnings. I'm still holding rocket ones because they wouldn't fill at less than $4, and I'm like, I'm not gonna fill. I mean, the Condor's so far away from the money. It's got 18 puts and 27 calls. Those are so far away from the money. I mean, if we went and looked at them right now, real quick, you could probably see RKT. They did nothing on earnings. I mean, they had a run up here, but they're still at $22. They're $5 away from the call side. They're $4 away from the put side. They're basically right in the middle. 22.50 would be the exact center. But they barely move at all. So I got a good amount of premium there on their earnings, but I've had to tie up that collateral because I just didn't want to close out the spread for $400. $4, sorry. Cisco, break to the downside. Oh boy. See how much volume we have, how many sellers we have here, and people thinking about taking profit here before open. We have about a minute and 40 seconds here. That was a level that Cisco hadn't broken down underneath since their earnings announcement. So this was their new level of resistance they kind of put in after hours, pre-market, and now they just failed it here about a minute and a half before open. Carnival, 10 million share block trades at $15. Disney looking like they're running up a little bit. I'll see how that Condor price is affected here at open. Let me go enter that into our trade tab here. Disney is on 4. We're going to... What did I do on Disney? With weeklies is what I did. We open in 25 seconds. We're going to do, see if I sold the 127, sell Iron Condor. Crap. Sell Iron Condor. 10 seconds. Did the 125 put. Bought the 145 call. And sold the 143 put. This is a call, sorry. 155. All right, we're now open. Let's see what the price of this Condor changes when we get this update here. But this is what the price of that Condor is right now, so we'll see when the options open. Disney, kind of moving around here. Netflix, Cisco selling off. That's going to make Cisco go up for us. The Cisco Condor is down to 11 cents currently, but it's dropped down to 10 now. Rocket up on the SPY Condor, SPY puts, SPY Condor there up on that. Up on the SPY spread here as SPY is going up to open. Let's see what this thing is worth. Only 18. Okay, I'll keep waiting for that one. So SPY's going up, Cisco dipping. That's good for our Cisco Condor. And let's see have the Disney prices changed yet? Here we go. Now they've changed. The mid is now 22. So we're so close to the call side right now that it hasn't gone down that much yet. But see, our put side is dead. Our call side, which is a 143 to 145, is still about 30 right now. So you can see our mid is about 28. See, so we're up 7% on the first mini. The second mini's up 33%. And our larger account has not updated yet, but we're up a little bit amount on that. Normally you get up to your highest spike here right in the morning, so I might have to look into selling some of these. Let's look back at charts again. I have some levels that I need SPY to stay above for some of these spreads to make money. The 354, 353 put spread. 354. Someone else put in that order for me, so it's pretty close to the money. It made some overnight, but it lost some yesterday. Do I have anything else expiring today other than the weekly Condors? We just did the Cisco thing, down to $7 now. No one's going to buy a 42.50 call now. See if we get some buyers in there. Netflix sell-off, Disney sell-off. That's going to make the Disney ones go up. Let's see what Disney's at now. Now it's at 18. Good. Oh, now Disney's up there. So that's going to change the price of the Condor around a lot. I'll wait a little bit and see what happens there. The 354, 353 put spread is now... let's do 1 minute. See what happens here. I'll zoom in one more. Okay. About like that. Economy's recovering much faster than expected. Yes, V-shaped recovery, but now we're at the point where we recovered too fast and might not see any good deals here for a while. Netflix on the 1 hour might be a good MACD trade. I really like this one down here. That was a great swing. If you swing from 470 up to the MACD crossover at 493-ish, if you did say right here at the MACD crossover, bought right there, sold here, that's about 4.5%. So that would have been a good trade there on the week. SPY put spread is down to 19, so we're up $5 on it. Although I do want to make sure that we're not going to head down too far towards it. All the other SPY Condors I have, well, they are all up on the day. This one's up 7, this one's up 3, this one's up 4. They are all expiring between next Friday. Yeah, this is Friday. And then I also have some that expire next Wednesday that are up a little bit as well. I think I'll wait a little bit on that. There's Cisco back up through the top. The Cisco Condor's down to $2. Let's see if we can close it. If we can close it at 2, I'll take it. It says the lowest ask is 10. You know what we could do? See, the lowest ask is 9. Let's just put it in at 2 and see what happens. 0.2. Debit. See if we get filled. So that one will be up $15 on that. We made about 10%. Rocket, that Condor's been here for a while. That thing is now worth 0. Let's try to close that for 2. Debit. See if Rocket will let us close it today. Because the Rocket Condor's worth 0. They're not filling me at 2. These SPY Iron Condors I'm holding. Big dip on Disney and SPY here right now. That's going to be really good for our... Yeah, I'm going to sell the Disney. Disney, we're going to click these. Trade. Let's see if we can get filled at 5 for a debit of 5. Debit of 5, which would be... Oh, no. Not $50. $5. Yeah. Alrighty. See if that gets filled. It's open. So we have that trade in to potentially close our Disney play here. SPY selling off a bit, so that put spread for SPY is going up a little here. The difference between the 354 and the 353 puts expiring today is $20. It was 46 yesterday. A lot of these not filling me yet, so... Any news on Cisco, or is this just a big move after? Wall Street sets gains following upbeat quarterly earnings for Cisco. Tech stocks flat. Okay. There's a good bump up for SPY. I love the moves we're seeing in SPY compared to Disney. Disney is just trending down. They're up about 2.6%, but they were pumped a lot higher here with higher implied volatility. But SPY is up 0.7%, trending up since the open. Consumers spent a lot of money and time setting up work from home, then focus shifted. Now customers preparing for a long-term work from home scenario. Yes, that's on Cisco. Let's move over to lack of transparency. Yep, same news headline there. Still have not been filled. The Disney spread, which is probably with this bounce back worth about 9 or 10 right now. Yep, it's 9, 10. I got my ask in at 5 because I think we'll be able to fill it at 5 here. Netflix on open, bit of a drop. I want to take a look at Kohl's. Kohl's good buying in here. I'll long them through this level here, 23.50. Can you set an order to buy a certain stock when it kind of think if I could do that. Looking really good on the small account today, though. I'll be honest, with the small account, I've been down a lot as of late, but today was a good 8.5% bounce back as of right now. AMAT, Cisco, Disney all help boost tech. NASDAQ rises 0.8% back above the 11,800 level. Good for them, except Disney is now on the downtrend. Let's see what the mid is down to. Now it's down to 8. I'll keep waiting. Perhaps we get filled. We could get it at 0. These options here have not adjusted for what it is today. They've just shown what yesterday was. There goes SPY up. So tech shooting SPY up. Cisco, are we gonna get filled on Cisco? It's up to $2. Let's zoom in on Cisco. Good buying in from Cisco, very strong. 5-minute on. There was a good confirmation buy there. And then this is probably where your sell would be. MACD crossing lines, candle opening below the 9-period SMA. If you did actually see, if you did, what was I going to say about Disney? I hope the implied volatility of the puts doesn't go up enough that it won't let me fill it at 5. It's probably still worth 7. Oh, it's 6. We're down here. Hopefully we get filled. Come on, guys. I got them open right here, so hopefully that'll get closed out here soon. As soon as we sell off enough here. We just need to stay under the 143 level, and they're about $3.50 away from that right now as SPY is going up. Coles here, a little good bounce back. That's probably your sell right there if they went and touched that line. That if you aren't out yet, 23.25 is a great opportunity to get out. That's just considering you're doing a day swing, though. Disney sell-off weakening a bit. That might make the calls go up a little bit. But we are staying solidly underneath both of these moving averages right now. As soon as we confirmed underneath the 9-period SMA, we've been underneath it. No wicks over it, unless maybe count that bar there. But staying solidly under it. We're getting close to what could be a reversal, but this is just the 1 minute. The 5-minute normally will show that you have a little bit further to go. Yeah, with this one, it's too close to tell because you don't have your lines crossing yet, so that's not a guarantee. Cisco selling back off, about to test those lows. We have a couple different low levels we can test here. We have right here 40.67, and then we also have this wick down at 40.56. I think this one might be a little bit more reliable because that's where we actually turned around. This wick just could have been something crazy off the open. I wasn't necessarily paying attention there. SPY still going up 0.8% on the day. Disney up 2.2%. But we are selling off after earnings right now. Coles, as they validated out, 23.25 was going to be your best out, I think, before this little cool off now. This is just on the 1 minute, though. We go to the 5-minute. That's a mess right there. I would not trade that if I only had the 5-minute. Very interesting. 30-minute, working our way up from a MACD line cross we had there. But if you go off the 1 hour, which is what I would have done, you could have bought into Coles right about there. Went at about 22.65, and that would have been a good long, I think. One thing I'm thinking about some of these option plays is that not options, just buying stocks here, is if you bought at every single 1 hour long MACD crossover, you might get squeezed out of a lot of stuff, like stupid stuff. Like this was a good short because this one for 21.75 down here. You would have sold it right there, bought it back there, possibly maybe here. I don't know. That was a weird wick up. Let's see what the Disney trade back up to 9. Is Disney kind of coming back now? See what they're doing on the 1 minute. One thing I like here, I'm gonna watch Disney closely because you have two different ways to look at this. One, are they gonna open above this moving average here and possibly bounce back to the upside? You've got a low RSI and a low MACD to help with that. But on the 5-minute, you have low RSI, low MACD that hasn't quite crossed yet. And sometimes they use this 180 MA as resistance. It looks like they did not this time. Let's go back to the 1 minute. So they are going to open above here. This could be a good little scalp for that break. SPY looking to break back down through, but we are up $8 on that spread. We'll see if we close that on my second mini. First mini's up 8%. Second mini is up 35%. And then my Ally account has not filled my Disney spread at $5 yet. I want to see how this candle here closes on Disney here on the 1 minute. We are falling right back down through there. We'll see if we hold that. While you do have the green lines wanting to cross below the red lines, they're kind of rejecting off of each other here in the short term off of just a couple minutes of watching this chart. So I have to watch that very closely. Just a second, I have like a box in the way of my feet. I need to move that. Yeah, move up there. It's not moving. There we go. Okay. Yeah, Disney fails right back down through that level. I like to respect the longer time frames first. We had that interaction with the 180 MA on the 5 minute, although we did break through it. I think a breakdown through 138 is much more realistic at this point. We'll see what happens there. I just scrolled off a candle. I'm just trying to close my drawing tools. Okay, there we go. I need to find out if I can actually hotkey the drawing tool so I can just draw a line. It's up $37 on that one, up $30 on this one. It's up 60. We're up exactly $69 on the two accounts, the small accounts. Anyways, let's see. The Disney spread back down to 6. Breakdown through that level is going to be nice. That might take another dollar or so out of these calls up here. I'm watching my Ally account change from 15 minutes behind, and it's pricing in these moves here from Disney right now, which is hilarious. It's like showing up, down, up, down, up, down. I'm like, well, I know it finishes up because Disney's down here now. And you could see our total profit just spike up here if this gets filled at a price that Ally's not showing. Because that failed down through that level. That's going to move the bid is still 5 and 7. But we are failing down through that level now, so let me see if that would that shoot the price of the puts up. What exactly are these priced at right now? The put side 127, 125, basically 0 on this side. So all the stuff we're seeing on this side 143, 145. Right here, it's 12. So might take the rest of the day to close those out. SPY hitting new highs for the day. I'm liking this little channel thing here. If we looked at that, and then maybe this. Not sure about that. That's actually not that good. Maybe if you move this up to that one. I don't know. We'll see how they interact with these lines. When you put weird lines like that, they are most often not realized by the largest audience of people. So somebody just sold like almost 10 million shares of Pfizer. I'm just seeing 2 big chunk orders, so about somewhere around 700,000, a little bit less. No, sorry, a little bit less than 7 million shares of Pfizer at 37.77. I want to see if this wick is going to be our new resistance point for this trend line. I definitely like that one to the upside. This one to the downside I'm going to ignore. There might be a different one we could draw somewhere. I don't know if I want to factor in that wick or these wicks. Oops. Cisco trying to go back up. They did go down and test this level again, so this is definitely my breakthrough level. We're going to delete this drawing. This is just that wick. We're going to ignore that one. So the 4068, let's go down to 4065. We'll make that our level for a short, if you were to short. Disney, how much further down are they going to go? I don't know. If they can't even hold this level, if it becomes new resistance, it seems like that's what it's trying to be right now. But we do have MACD now getting much closer to crossing. We could see a jump maybe back up to the 139 range. My key level here would be the 139.20. Let's watch that. That would be a possible long situation. Although I am not really trading any of these and I'm not a financial advisor. I don't place much of these trades myself, actually. If Disney starts to consolidate, that's just going to suck premium out of both sides, although the put side is basically already dead. The 143, 145 are going up a couple of dollars right now. We're back up to 7 because we are seeing not as hopeless of a downtrend here as we are seeing here, potentially some promise. But I think on our next turnaround, on our next pullback, we could get filled at 5. I'd love to get that filled through this market liquidity, but your MACD lines are getting really close here on the 1 minute. I do think the 5 minute will trump it sometimes. City of Chicago, yep, okay. I think that was from, no, that's the other day. New York City, 7-day average positivity rate up from 2.68, previous day 2.83. No, previous day 2.83 from 2.68. They always do it backwards. Well, I read it backwards. I'm wondering, you're kind of taking on some more exercise risk, but what would happen if you bought spreads in the money rather than selling them out of the money? So, let's say right now, so this spread is a 354, 353 put spread. 354, so it's exactly $2 away. So if I were to trade options for today, and I had, see those calls, but what if I bought that spread as a call spread? It would be worth 14. So what I'm wondering is, if that's worth 240, but that one's worth 330. Yeah, your difference is about 15. After commissions, that would become about 100. No, wait. No, that would go to 0, because then it would be exactly 100. I'm thinking there's something wrong. I'm like, okay, no, you would sell that, so then when it becomes 100, you'd make money. Yeah, you can't sell a spread for money because you can't buy it and have it go up, because the if the difference between the two prices always ends at 100 at expiration, then you can't just buy it when it's $75 apart. That's going to go up 25. You'd lose 25 bucks minus commissions, so even more. Cisco's hit that point of resistance there a couple times. Have we been filled on any of these? No, not filled on our Cisco Condor yet at 2. It was worth 3 a little bit earlier. Not that that matters. Disney, not quite ready, I don't think. I'd give it a couple more candles to long, but when you see these sell-offs on the 1 minute, you normally can't go off the 1 minute MACD and RSI here. You can see that we did have a wick above. We wicked above there, but eventually ended up hitting new lows. We are now on day lows. This would be a potential short with your stop being there, so your exit would be maybe about halfway down. So that's 138.70. This is 138 flat. Your exit would be maybe 30. Well, wait, no, because this is your entry. Yeah, this would be your stop. That would be your entry. Look at it on the 1 minute, see what that might be. SPY kind of falling back down. That's going to shoot Disney down lower because Disney kind of makes up the SPY. Cisco trying to hold there. Not bad by Cisco. I like their strength. 5 minute MACD might. They kind of had a sell off, but there are people buying back in already. Are we going to go up another $1.20 though? I don't think so. What I'm wondering, can we cancel this order to fill it too? Because it's not working. Can we fill our put side for 0? Because with Robinhood, the commissions are so small. It's like a penny. Cisco, trade options today. Where are the puts that I sold on Cisco? It's not even showing me that I can do the Cisco puts. I can't manually assemble the spread. That's kind of weird, Robinhood. I need to move my stuff all into Thinkorswim, I think. Disney, that's your stop. You'd be stopped out of that right now. MACD line cross, finally seeing a bit of strength there. There'd be a good scalp there, maybe. I'm not even trading a lot of these myself, so SPY though back up. The spread is up 50% now, all time. That means this account will be up almost 50, maybe 45% at the end of the day. But it was a very, very risky play on it, so. Netflix down 0.4. I'm wondering if Netflix is a good play now. NFLX. You got the MACD lines crossing again. I'm wondering if I should just get in with the share. See on the 1 minute. Is this our time to buy Netflix? I think I'll get a share. Trading stocks. We'll get 1 share. Netflix. No, not 100 shares. I'm not that rich. 1 share. Preview order. 1 share of Netflix at 486.16. Yeah, good with that? I think so. Because I think our ceiling is about 575 in a couple of months. We could see that. So that's the start of my swing trade there. Options. I'm going to look at a long-term SPY Condor. SPY. Add option, add option, add option. So we have 4 options open on here. And then what did I say I was going to do on them? Disney, kind of going up now. Good for them. My Cisco thing, is that up? Cisco thing's down to 0 now because we got the Cisco sell-off. Let me resubmit my order for Cisco to close it at 2. See if we get filled. That would be nice because I kind of want to be out of those to avoid any assignment risk. The Rocket thing is worth 0, but I'm still not getting filled at 2 on either of those. There must just be no traffic up at the 27 calls. And all the SPY Condors are good. I think I'm going to get a couple more of those. So let's go to our trade assembly thing here. Actually, let's see. What did I get in? I want to see what my exact entry price was on Netflix. Let me check it here on my app. It's easier, I think, a bit for Ally Mobile because they show a couple things like unrealized gain on some of the stocks. I don't necessarily see that here yet. Okay. I got Netflix at 485.74. 485.74. They're down to 484.81 right now. 485.74. I'm just going to put that there. And then I will mark this line yellow. I guess I'll do yellow. Price I got it. Okay. I'm holding that for long term because we have MACD lines possibly crossing here. And while it isn't very strong, I like the pattern of Netflix going back and forth between the 575 and the 460 level. I actually thought about longing some Netflix down here, and then we could have gotten out right there. But I did get out of my spreads here on this day because I thought they weren't done. So it was tough. I should have waited it out a little bit longer. I did that on stream back on Monday, and yeah, I lost a few $100 because of that. So we're going to sell this one to open, buy to open, buy to open, sell to open. And then let's assemble our SPY Condor here. One I think that I will do here now. We're not going to do weeklies. We're going to do the December 18th because these are monthlies. And they expire in 35 days, so about 5 weeks. So I can hold them for about 3 weeks and close them at 2, and we'll get quite a bit of credit there. So scrolling down here to where SPY currently is, I think I'm going to go where I can get about a 20 delta. So on this side, it's a 332 put. So I think I would do that. I would sell an Iron Condor, 332 put, sell Iron Condor. I should probably move this all over to open a paper trading account. Because if I opened a paper trading account, then I could do all this and actually place the trades on here and you guys could see it. That would be great. I'll look into that. Okay. So we're selling the 332 put. I don't know why I clicked 331. 332 put. And then we'll buy the 327 put. So make it a $5 wide spread. On the call side, let's go to where the delta is about 20 right here. No, sorry, this is delta. Delta's about 20 here at the 372 level. So if we sold a 372 call, and then bought the 377 call. So that's very far out. You're getting about a $1.44 credit right now. And that's over the course of about 5 weeks. I would probably hold it for 2 to 3 weeks, close it out the Friday before the second week to expiration. So close it out with about, see if Friday's at expiration, then that day, then 2 weekends, you're looking at about, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, about 15 days of expiration. So we'll hold the trade for about 20 days here on Friday, and we'll get a bit of weekend volatility here. So I think that would be a good trade right there. About 20 delta on each side. So you're not going to get too much volatility. It's more about volatility, not about price levels. You could adjust a little bit to price levels, like if you did a Netflix Condor, you could just put the 460 and the 575 as your top and bottom legs because that's kind of a channel they've stayed within. Have we gotten filled at any of my spreads here? Cisco is worth 1. Rocket's worth 0. Disney, I haven't checked Disney. But that's probably going down by the second now that we're seeing what could be another MACD line turnaround down there. So let's see if we get filled here. If we do sell to open, December 18th is where we'll do the options here. Out to December 18th. So I'll probably close out the Monday. Let's see, what would that be? So if December 18th is a Friday, this would be a Monday. This would be a Monday. You could close out on December 4th or December 7th. So towards the beginning of December might be when we close out of that spread. And you could probably close out of it for about, I don't know, $40 to $50, which would give you about 66% profit or a little bit more than 10% over that time. So you sell to open 1, do all those. We're going to sell the 372 call. We're going to buy the 377 call. For the put side, we're going to change those to puts. We are going to buy, we're going to sell, let's see, what did I put here? The puts, the 322, the 332, and the 327. So we'll sell the 332, buy the 327. It's almost off this list. Preview order. It's a mid of about 143. I'm going to get a credit. Let's try 143, see if we get filled there. Preview order. I love doing SPY ones because there's so much liquidity there. So our thing is open now. We'll see if we get filled there. Go back to our dashboard. Did I close out my SPY options on accident? Dude, I closed out my SPY options. Just a second. When I went to close out my SPY spread, I closed out my Disney. I went to go close my Disney spread. I closed my SPY spread. Orders. I did. Today's the 13th. I bought it for 21. What did I sell it for? 30 something? Have to go check the stream yesterday. Just a second, guys. Trading order status. Can you not look at all of them? Well, that sucks. I might need to buy that right back. I did not mean to do that. Oops. Save. No, I don't want logged out. So, back when I tried to close the Disney spread, I accidentally closed the SPY spread. Although I do think I made some money on the SPY spread. So that's good. Let's just go back here. Well, I'm going to click the Disney spread. I'm going to close the Disney spread. DIS. Yes, here's our ticker for Disney. Okay, we're going to click these four for Disney. We're going to trade them. We're going to close the spread for a debit of $5. Let's try 4, actually. You're telling me I wasn't getting filled at 5. Must be because I was doing this. You already have an order to close this position. Okay, so I do have an order to close this position. Then where's my SPY stuff? When did it make me buy it back? 8:52? It's about 18 minutes ago. I wish you could look at your orders on Ally for multiple days in the past. Let me see if I can... Okay, so I do have the Disney order in. So who separately closed out the SPY Condor? Did I do that on accident? I'd have to look back on here because I don't remember touching it. You know what? I put... Oh, yeah. I put a limit order on it yesterday, and it closed this morning. Yes. Okay. I remember now. Okay, that was it. Because I put in the order yesterday saying I hope I can fill it at 21 before the end of tomorrow, and it filled this morning. Okay. Good. Okay, so nobody hacked me, or I didn't forget something, which would have been scarier. Local reporter says steam explosion reported at Virginia Hospital, which is VA. I don't know. VA might stand for other stuff. I think it's Virginia. That's not good. Let me see if I can pull up the tweet here. Photo from W. Lambert, NHR, who's at the scene after an explosion at the VA Medical Center in West Haven. First responders were dispatched around 9 a.m. for a report of steam explosion. Local police have not yet released any information. They have some... Yeah, that's not good. Detectives from the FEIU were dispatched at 950 Campbell Avenue to assist local fire marshals for a reported explosion. Well, that's not good. Steam explosion. I guess I don't completely understand the chemistry of that. You say steam explosion. Looks like there was some really big, like, brick stack thing. I don't know what kind of chimney thing they had going on there at the hospital. I have that stuff open. I kind of want to break 500 on the small account today. I would need... So if this one is 0, this one is 0, I would basically need to either get $14 more today from implied volatility, right? Let's see your equity. Yeah. So I would either need to get $13 to $14 more from implied volatility on $300 spreads worth of Condors, or I would need to place a day trade. And you can't really place a day trade on Robinhood with options that expire this week. So you can't do it with options that expire the same day. I'm going to look at this Disney level. So I don't think I'm going to do anything. That's okay. I'll stay below 500 for this week. The account started around 500 for me. I think it might have been 6. It's been doing good since I started streaming. But I was down a bit to start on that one. Here, Disney, still trying to close that spread out. I have that order in for sell to close one for Disney rejected. Okay, yeah, because I already have one open. Open. Let's modify the order here. It says 143 credit. I'm not getting filled. Right now, it's 143. Okay, why are you not letting me? December 18th of 2020. Yeah, is same option. I'll try it at 146. Oh, wait. I want to sell it. No. That's the one. That's the direction that I wouldn't get filled from. 146. Let's try 142. Yeah, that's a couple dollars further down. Place order. So after commissions, I get about 139.80. Pending replaced. I'll get a notification here on Ally if it gets filled. When you go that far out on the option chain, I expect the liquidity to be a little bit lower. If we looked at the volume of the December 18th. Let's see, we don't have volume up here. Let's see, where did we go up here? Underlying. Here. We could do volume. We can sort by volume. We can see that, like, people aren't really trading these down here below 230. I think those are kind of dumb. But your traffic's going to be a little bit higher. Your traffic here on the puts here at the 337, 335 level, I think is what I did. Only 82 are doing the 337. Yeah, that's probably where I'm not getting filled. It's a lot of open interest at 335, though. Looks like the increments of 5 get a lot more interest. Didn't I do 5? I could try moving the put side down, because if I did down to 330, what did I do? Is it 325 or 335? What was my order? Let me just go back to these charts so you guys can see this. I'm watching Disney for a breakdown below this resistance line. Extend to the right. There is kind of a line up here too, but I'm just going to do that one because that's the one I think we're going to see break to the downside. Netflix is down a few dollars since I bought my share, but I am holding that for the long haul. Cisco staying down, still not getting filled on those options for 0. $142. Oh, I think that's what I started with, right? Modify order. Let's try taking a bit more slippage, filling it at 140 flat. That's as low as I'll go here. Preview order. See if we get filled at 140. We do get filled. Okay. So we are filled in this position. We can actually collapse all these things down. I don't need to see total commission fees. Okay, thanks, Ally. I know commissions are gone. So here is, so we have our Disney. We have SPY right there. I'll open all of these so I can just scroll through all of these. There we go. So Disney Condor is still not filling at 5, which is a little bit disappointing. It must be because of slippage you had to take on all 4 options here. It's going to be tough to get fills. I don't think we're going to see Disney fight back up to 143 anyway. One thing that's going to really affect what the implied volatility of your stocks is it's not going to affect it. It's a way to measure the volatility. You can just pull up the VIX. I think I'm done looking at Cisco. I'll take it off Netflix because Netflix is just a buy and hold position. We can go to the VIX. VIX is the ticker that you use here on Thinkorswim. If you are on Robinhood, I believe it's UVXY or SVXY. Those are the 2 pairs of the volatility index. But you can see the volatility has gone down a lot since yesterday. If you look at this here, the VIX does not behave like a normal stock. While we do have indicators and stuff we can look at, a lot of VIX's moves to the upside are more like spikes. You can see right here we spiked up to 41 around the election, dropped off after the election ended, and we've dropped from 36 down to about 22. So if you shorted this, I'm not sure if you could short it, but yeah, puts on this thing would be crazy. I'm pretty sure a lot of those options are priced in, so I don't know how much you could have made on a play to the downside on puts. Because the VIX kind of stays around this 25 to 20 area normally. There's a lot of people that didn't think that the VIX would get underneath 20 until after the election. And they were right about that. If we look at the 1 day, we can actually see. We'll probably see all the way back to the crash. That's not the crash. That's the election. This is some spike before this is the election. This was the spike. No. There's a stock market crash over there. We went up to 85. That's where you make your money. The VIX was at $16 here. You saw this big spike up with a market crash coming soon? That's a ton of money. So if you're able to pinpoint when the next market crash is going to be, which is very tough, but it can normally take one big news catalyst. You wait about 9 or 10 years and then start looking for them. Hopefully I can pin it. I'm hoping I can get something like this where you get in the volatility index, you're going to quadruple your money. I mean, calls on this thing would be crazy because I know there are options traded on it, but they're really weird. MACD for the VIX is crossing down under here for the first time in a while. Anyways, let's pull, see, we have Cisco. We could look at Rocket for the heck of it. Not that we're doing anything on Rocket. We just need them to stay below 27. Yeah, they're fine. I'm not even going to draw lines on this thing. They don't move. This is earnings. They had a wick on the day of earnings. Almost a doji. Oh, what other stocks do you want to look at? Kohl's, maybe? Coals had to spike up. Now they're going up again. Oh boy. Is this our time to swing coals? We're up above this level now. Let's see if we hold it. Just failed down under it as I was looking. This might have been your swing right here for coals. It's not just buy at the 1 hour MACD. It's find stocks with the low 1 hour MACD, because if you trade on the 1 minute and 5 minute charts of those stocks, you get a lot of really good points where they might go up a little bit more than they would tend to go down. I mean, here, you buy in after this bounce, or maybe even you wait until this break here at 23.39, you're going to get out at 23.54. So for every 20 or so dollars, say you got about 4 shares per $100, that's about 80 cents for every $100. So almost 1% on a swing like that. And 1% is really good. And that's just once. You could do that multiple times in a day. That's why I'm open to so many other strategies once you get up above 25,000. So I'm on the road to that now here. I think after close today, I might make another video about the exponential moving average. I made one about the simple moving average back a few days ago. Microsoft, Twilio, Crowd, what is this? I don't know what this one is. CrowdStrike, okay, I don't know exactly what that one is. CrowdStrike Holdings. They're down, so is Twilio, Microsoft, and OKTA. There's your breakdown for Microsoft. Come on, fill my spread now. It's probably worth 4. 2. Wait. No, we want SPY here. It's not even a... Oh, it is SPY. The SPY spread, while it is up 25, we're only up $4 all time on it. To 107, 109. The chart shows how the big 3 may soon be 2. It's talking about like Vanguard and BlackRock pull away from State Street. Oh, okay. BlackRock's crazy. Let's real quick. I'm going to keep monitoring SPY here, because if they drop any lower, my 354 put spread, I might close that if they hit 355 even. This is 355.05 there. I'm going to watch that. I'm real quick just going to pull up Disney here, and we're going to assemble what my spread was here on the weeklies here, see what it's worth. Because again, you don't get the real-time option quotes on Ally, which is where I have my long-term right now, until I get approved for spreads here, and I haven't yet. Iron Condor, 127, 125, buying the 145 call, selling the 143 call. It's 0. And as I look back down, it looks like we have been filled. Let's look at our Ally account and see what we got filled at. Unrealized gain, I'm down 12. Why is that? Oh, it's a small implied volatility raise here on SPY. Let's look at our orders. We filled the Disney spread at a net debit of $5. I think I'm going to look into another SPY Condor here. As we're getting a little bit of rising volatility, you can make a little bit more back on the way back down. I'm just going to go out to where there's 20 delta on each side here. So for about a 40 delta trade, let's go to about SPY here. Wait, I think I already did that trade. Is that it right here? Yeah, this is it right here. 146. So it's telling me that my total... Okay, this is Ally wigging out on me. It's telling me that I'm down on the day, but that's with unrealized gain. It's not counting the profit I took on the other Condors that I sold. Okay. Okay, so there's our Spy Condor. I'm wondering if... Spy, yeah, I think we're going to be okay to hold Spy. We have this 1 minute MACD pointing to a turnaround here. Let's see what the 5 minute says. Ooh. Actually, I'm going to exit out of that spread. I don't like this idea of a sell-off here going into close. I'm just going to fill it at 19 for about a $5 profit. $20. All right, we got filled at 20. So somebody sold it yesterday for 24, so it's only $4. But it's safe. So we might be able to open another spread here before the weekend. Something really, really far out that's just $1 wide. On that one, we could be a little bit more aggressive. Perhaps the week before December 18th, December 11th weeklies. Let's look here. Let's see, Spy. I'm just going to assemble it here on Robinhood and tell you guys what it is. So December 11th, which is 4 Fridays for now 28 days from today. As you can see right here, I'm just going to go back to charts now so we can see this. Coles, rejection off, yeah. That would have been your swing trade right there, I think. Good run on them. Oh, you know what? I can't look at the delta on Robinhood, so I am going to put it together on here. We're going to go to where I could sell... let's go back to delta and stuff. Delta, Gamma, Theta, Vega. Delta is 10 right here at the 320 put. Wait, that's negative. Yeah, that's right. That's right. We could do the 320, 319 put spread. 320. Select. We're going to sell the 320 put, buy the 319 put, and then on the call side, we're going to sell... Where's delta a 10 on the call side? 364. What? The puts on SPY are really high. Very interesting. I might just have to do wherever the delta's 10. Because this means that the delta on both of these will probably go down at the same time. It's a 364. It's only $9 away on the upside. But you're getting a lot of credit on that side. You're getting 30 credit. Shoot, that's the theta. The delta's over here. I'm an idiot. Okay, actually, it's the 377. Oh, man. Sell the 377 call. Buy the 378 call. That's going to give us a credit of $15. Dude, if you filled me at 15, I would be so happy. 15 would be fantastic. We'll see if we'll get our fill at 15. Let's try 14 maybe for this one. We're filled at 14, boys. Okay, so the spread is currently worth 115. Now it's back up to 16, so I might have gotten filled at 15 if I held a bit longer. But oh well. It's just farming implied volatility, and you can get a bit closer if you use that 10 delta. I actually hadn't used the delta much going into today because I kind of forgot about it. I am very happy though because I think that'll be good move there. That would make us $15 by December 11th. So I might close it out, see if it gets to 0 by maybe the Friday before. And that would give us about 5% over the course of 3 weeks with that. Cisco is kind of sold off. Still not getting filled on the Cisco or Rocket, even though they're both worth 0. Cisco's actually back up to 1, but I have an order to fill those both at 2. I don't want to sound like a penny pincher here, but I think I am just going to cancel these and let them all expire worthless. If it wasn't something as low, like volatility wise, as like Cisco or Rocket Mortgage, I might consider keeping it out there. I mean, if it wasn't, I would definitely keep the order out there. Right now, it's just giving me $4 more to the upside that I might have missed out of. There's a good rebound there from SPY here. Let's move the... They destroyed what the 5 minute was saying about it. So I now have like $25 of buying power on the second mini. It's going to be $125 here soon. Somebody made a deposit. Let's see, does my... Yeah, okay, it does. Okay, done with that. Save. Okay. Someone bought 2,000 shares of CLZ20. Don't know exactly what that is. If I command click it, I think it shows it. Nope, that's not right. Whatever. It is a light sweet crude oil futures. Great. Somebody bought 2,000 crude oil futures. 3,000 Walmart puts. Holy cow. So the smaller mini is it's gonna finish up about 30% today, just because of a SPY put credit spread that was sold yesterday in times of low volatility. It would have been more like 40% if it was sold right at the bottom, but it wasn't. Oh, there's a break to the upside for Cisco. Good for them. Is my Cisco option back up to 1 cent? Yeah, it is. As long as the other one is worth nothing, we're fine there. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to open up a Thinkorswim paper trade account. I'll do that right here while I'm thinking about it. TD Ameritrade. I love Thinkorswim. Log in here. So, SPY, well, the 5-minute MACD was pointing to what could be a sell-off for today. There are still buyers there holding this thing up. So, we'll see how long this holds, but they did put in new lows, 355. Just about 355.05. We'll put 355.05 as a sell level. This level of resistance did not come in. I mean, it was resistance there, but it didn't come into much effect as it was really low. I'm still not getting. Okay. Let's see. Open an account. Why is it not letting me? How do you open a paper account? Just a sec. I feel like I'm an idiot because I don't know how to work this thing. Paper trade. Simulation, possibly. Maybe I just sign in with my account on the other thing. I don't know. Let's see if this works. Oh, you by default get a paper trading account. Okay, it is delayed 20 minutes though. Okay, I do have a paper trade account. Aha! I could switch to that. Starting next week, I'm going to do that. Ha. Then we'll see if I'm actually good at day trading. Well, we're back down to under 30% profit on this, even though it has dropped down. I sold a 377. Wait. Yeah, that's right. Okay. We got that set up right. Just gotta wait for some market moves here. Another big gray candle now, but I think it looks like everybody's selling off. Kohl's is doing it too. Disney might break down to new lows. The implied volatility is going to shoot up the price of some of these options a few dollars. So we might see a couple of dollars drop. Workhorse is down under the 20 level again. Okay. I'm going to go run get something to eat real quick, then I'll be right back. I'm hoping we see a Cisco cool off. That's a big jump up. We'll see what they do at this level, which is that's a resistance there. We'll see if that becomes support. We'll see. Okay, just a second. Be right back. Okay, we are back. SPY, another bounce off that low level. It looks like Cisco is kind of sitting still right now, looking like they're about to fail down. I don't know. Kind of be good for me, I think. Disney, another breakdown, but we're done trading Disney. We're out of that. Condor on the earnings. We sold it for 37, bought it back for 5 today. Probably could have sold it. Probably could have held it, but I wanted to get rid of any gamma risk and just be fine there. I'm gonna mute real quick while I eat something here. And yeah, if I see anything noteworthy, I will unmute and say something about it. All right, just a sec here. I'm glad that I got out of my bullish credit spread down here on this pullback, because I honestly don't know what way the market's going to want to trend in today. I am seeing this trend line here. There's that support down there, but then you also have this that I'm now seeing, where it looks like sellers are kind of lowering their threshold now, and they're getting a little more bearish throughout this wedge. We'll have to see if we look at maybe the 15-minute. The 5-minute MACD was showing some crossing stuff earlier. We might be looking towards another breakout to the upside. I'm not sure. But I took my, I think, what was it? Like 10% profit on that spread and just got out of it. I mean, here on the 1 hour, we got pumped up here. So I wanted to make sure we didn't get any assignment risk or any loss that was not completely necessary. So let's go back to, let's close this. I opened that on accident. I should be able to just open a paper money here. So I might start doing that next week. I'll get it set up probably here after the stream's over, so it'll be ready to go next week. And yeah, we can have a little paper trading account going in here, kind of show how my gains and losses pile up over time. So I'm still muted. Stupid. I was done like a minute ago. Okay. December 11th. Right? See the ones I'm up on, ones I'm down on. Okay, so I bought the 378 call, sold the 377 call, right? On the put side. How far down did I go on the put side? Sold the 320 put, bought the 319 put. Why is it reflecting my gains as backwards? That's weird. Okay, now it's fine. That was weird. It almost looked like that I had done the Condor backwards and I was making money when it was going up in value, and I didn't want that. I want to make the money when it goes down. There's SPY up to that level. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do a... I think I'm going to have... Here, let me move this back. I think I'm going to have to go start opening up a paper trade account starting next week, where I can kind of do some day trades here. I think that would be awesome. Yeah, that list of Chinese stocks, I might have been muted when I said that, but there's a list of Chinese stocks that Trump is banning Americans from owning starting January 11th, and I didn't see any big intriguing companies on there. Market kind of slowing down now. Disney finding new lows. I believe both watchers of the stream are me. Because I have it open on my phone here to monitor it from a different computer to see if it works. Okay. Done with that. I might be about to get a notification on here about my phone software update because it just said it was charging. Yeah, so SPY, Disney's now finding new lows. SPY, yep, there it is. I don't want this. Cisco finding support above there. Good for them, but do they have enough juice to make it up to 42.5? Because that's the bottom of my Condor, so I don't think so. You view these options for today. The puts are worthless. The calls, yeah. The 42 call is worth $3, so it's only $2 more you would have gotten out of the option. People are like, yeah, no, they're not going any higher than that. Let's go back to our dashboard here, see how our big long-term ally account's going. Neo crossed to red, now down 3%. Okay. Neo's gone up so much, I'm just done with him, I guess. Okay. Says I have a bit of margin I can use. I don't think I will right now. Down $3 on my Netflix share, but I'm holding them for a while. Yeah, Kohl's did not show what I liked here. I'll be right back. I gotta go grab something for... I need to go get another water here. Just a sec. Alrighty. Back, got a refill on the water. Move this over here. I think every green week I might like buy another PC part or something. I don't know. I need to get a new PC because this 2015 Mac is not like the processor and the RAM aren't taking this. Oh, watch SPY break to the downside here. A really abrupt drop down to that level just like here. See if the buyers are going to step back in again. Very, very intriguing because if you break down, could be all red. And there it is. Yeah, good thing I got out of that spread earlier because that thing would be killing the account right now. Absolutely murdering it. So, got out of that one other spread for a profit. Every option we have now is up today. Up 5, up 3, up 8, up 19, and up 17. And this is on a sub $500 account. So there's about $100 tied up in each of those accounts, each of those trades. Citron pulls plug on Neo. SSY halt for news. Zoom lows down 5.4%, nearing the 400 level. They shot up like absolutely crazy on their earnings. You had options in there that were up like tens of thousands of percentage points because they almost doubled on earnings and they were like a $200 stock. It was mad. One thing that sucks about this Condor that I sold this morning is that I sold it for 140, but you would have made 70 off of it just yesterday. Wow. So if I had entered it yesterday, I could have gotten for about $210 credit instead of about 140. Actually, what did I get in at? I think 140 even. You know, I'm not really seeing much else here today. I mean, Disney's over, Kohl's, I'm still waiting for another swing on them, but I'm not seeing anything. Cisco have to stay above the 42.5 level, and that's looking likely underneath the 180 MA there on the 1 minute. And yeah, SPY looks like they want to sell off today. They just broke through that low of the day. I don't think I would long them today now. I mean, because Fridays, as of late, I think with the VIX up, is always a little bit higher of a sell-off. So, you know, I think I'm just going to call it good here for the day. I don't think there's really anything else. So, yeah, just got a lot of SPY Condors. We'll see how, if my Cisco and Rocket options close out for 0. That would be nice. And I think that is it. Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Anybody that's watching this on a replay, I hope you guys liked it. Yeah, I will. What's this? That's a notification. Anyway, okay. Yeah, I will see you guys next week, hopefully on the paper trade platform that I'll have set up then. Anyways, okay, I will talk to you guys later.